Repairs at 2 Portland public schools damaged in the January storm will not be completed by the end of this school year.
And that news came to families of students at Robert Gray Middle School and Markham Elementary this week. That means those students will likely have to stay at their temporary host schools for the remainder of the year.
Fox 12's Amel Elhel joins us now live from one of those host schools with an update from the district. Amel?
Pinor, right now we're live from Jackson Middle School, which is actually where the displaced students from Robert Gray Middle School came after the damage to their school was done by the winter storms last month. Now we know they'll likely be staying here for the rest of the year because the repairs to their school won't be done until the summer. Now, as for Markham Elementary school students who are in the exact same boat, things could change for them in terms of where they may be going next. This week, administrators at Markham Elementary sent a message to families sharing the bad news.
Our initial hope was we could get the building back in service fairly quickly, and that the decisions that were made to move students to the other school locations would be a very short one. But that was not how things have played out.
Leaders at Markham Elementary say their school will remain closed for the rest of the school year due to the extent of the damage and repair still required, all of which was caused by last month's winter storm. That means students will have to stay at their respective host campuses until the district can find somewhere else for them to go.
I know that a lot of us are asking about, is being in 4 locations the best possible answer? And I can tell you that that was the best answer for the short term. And we also know that for the long term, that might not be the solution.
The district hosted a meeting Thursday night to answer questions from concerned parents and staff members who say they're putting a massive strain on the 4 different host schools and need more support from the district in regard to transportation, nutrition, and classroom resources.
We need more support. It is on staff, and that is unacceptable.
We have heard multiple times they're running out of food at lunch.
These are things administration does not know about, does not hear about, does not think about. But when there's a cog in the wheel, it messes everything else up down the line.
Parents and staff members asked the board Thursday night to address these issues and to provide a timeline of when they can expect it all to be completed.
We expect by next week, just to be really clear, that transportation support, adequate food at all schools, and more supported relief for our specials teachers who are at those 4 schools. Is that something that you can commit to?
I cannot commit to exactly a date next week. What I can commit to is starting the conversation with HR and trying to see how quickly we can get things done by next week.
Now, as for Markham students potentially moving to a new location, that's only going to happen if the district can actually find one. If it doesn't end up happening, they will just remain split up at those 4 different schools for the remainder of the school year. As for when the repairs to their school will be completed, the district has been quoted a day in mid-August, so hopefully those students will be back in their classrooms by next fall. Live in Southwest Portland, I'm at Fox 12, Oregon.